Parents, this video is designed for you to get a closer look at what your child is doing each day through V-Learning. Each day, students should log into their V-Learning Google Classroom. They are taken to the stream, which they should review anything that's popped up at the top. For example, today we had a virtual class meeting right at 9:30. It's important for students to sign on when school starts, which during V-Learning you can see is 9 a.m. Students should go to the Classwork tab to see their assignments for the day. Each day before 9 a.m. or at 9 a.m., students should submit their attendance. That's going to take them to a survey that looks like this, where they put in their name, the date, and they're also able to give the teacher any feedback, tell the teacher how it's going, just so we know what to look out for. Next, students participate in their shared reading lesson. So that's going to take them to a Google Slides that looks like this. You will see that the teacher has actually recorded a video. Students will click on this Edpuzzle link, and the teacher has recorded the shared reading lesson to share with students. Certain passages from our shared text are highlighted for students to use. And in this Edpuzzle recording, students will also be able to answer just a couple questions to go with the reading to let the teacher know how their comprehension is going in terms of this unit. Now, after shared reading, students do have the opportunity to do some read aloud, but this can happen at any time during the day. We just want to make sure those reading skills are staying sharp, and students really have the option to pick any material they'd like, but we suggest Epic. It is available for free at home. Now, there is even some extra credit assignments posted, so if students are finishing their work early or wanting a little bit more practice, you will see a few extra credit assignments posted. And then after shared reading, students should move into their independent reading time. Now you're going to see in here I have quite a few assignments because we do differentiate our independent work based on student reading level to make sure that we're really helping the students grow from where they're at. So I'll show you one of the independent reading assignments. It's called Great Cities, and students have directions right in here. In fact, a whole video of directions to help them stay on track. They'll go ahead and click on this assignment, which brings them to Great Cities. We are using News ELA for this assignment, and students are reading about different cities and taking a look at a problem solution format. You can see they're filling this out, and it directly links to the articles that they're reading on News ELA. After independent reading time, students are actually going to have a literacy acceleration class. Now, you'll notice that we don't have any reading logs going home anymore, nor do we have virtual reading logs. Instead, we have more of a choice board set up for students. So in this, they actually click on Online Reading Choice, and it's going to take them to a Google Slides with a slide for each day. So for example, today, Monday, students were going ahead and reading an article through Scholastic News. You can see the school has accounts set up for several different news sites. Then students actually get to share and communicate with their classmates through a program called Flipgrid. So once they've read an article of their choice, they go on here and they can actually record a video of their summary of the article. And the goal is for students to listen to other students' articles and get some inspiration for what they might want to read next. All along, teachers are able to kind of check on comprehension for fiction and especially nonfiction texts. The last subject for the morning time is social studies. So you'll be able to see we're working on the American Revolution. Students are working to tell the difference between loyalists, patriots, and neutralists. So they're taken to this presentation. You can see each day of the week is clearly specified so they know where they're working. So for example, on Monday, they were doing some reading about loyalists, patriots, and neutralists. And then they actually were taking the information and kind of dividing it into a helpful chart to them, which they're going to be using later on. So putting some facts on both sides to represent either group of people. Now, after social studies, this is the district's designated time for a lunch break. Social studies should take about 30 minutes, but then you'll notice that math does not begin until 12:30. So there is time in there for a lunch break. As far as math goes, students are either in my math class or Miss Zimmerman's math class, and assignments are posted for either category. For my math class, we are working entirely on Class Kick. They begin with a slide that has a complete layout of their weekly schedule and even a directions video. And if you look, we've actually included our shared lessons. This takes you right to the video that models the lesson for the day. We try to include some fun things too, a little song here from YouTube. And then students are actually going to practice. They have just 2 questions that they are going to practice on. This is really going to help us as teachers see who is understanding and who needs a little bit more help. And you'll notice we've tried to really use the fact that students are at home to put in some more fun ways to really absorb the math concepts. So again, we have a video here. We're linking to their IXL practice skills and even some challenges today that they would only be able to do from home. Now, after math, you'll notice that we don't have any more academic subjects, but from 2 o'clock to 2:30, it is designated as specials time. Our specials teachers have their own Google Classroom where students can log in, and students will be doing PE, music, art, and even STEM class. And on Friday, we'll do our SEL activity. Now, if your student receives speech services, they can still access their materials from here. And we are keeping our Google Classroom organized. Previous work from the week before spring break is all kept in here as well. Parents, I encourage you to have your student show you what they're working on. Really get involved. And I know just encouraging them to log on to their Google Classroom every day at 9 o'clock is the best thing that you can do. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Ann Fox. We really appreciate it.